I was reading up on you, and last year you were here, and in all of the reviews you were mentioned like the one who gave Awakenings a beating and one of the names to watch. So.
Yeah, well, that's quite something to say, especially with all the DJs that play here. You know, all really good, ranging from like really hard techno to the sort of more, I guess you could say deeper stuff. So like for people to have comments like that to me, it means a lot. Definitely, especially when there's so many people watching. To get that a reaction like that, it really means a lot because. It's something that I never thought I would be able to achieve, is sort of holding people in a tent. So yeah.
What's also good is that it's not only the crowds actually, because we talk to a lot of DJs here, and they mention you as because a lot of the DJs playing here have been around for a long time. You mentioned a Jeff Mills or a Carl Cox or a Dave Clark or whatever. They've been around for a long time, and if you ask them what inspires them nowadays, they mention you.
Oh really? That's crazy as well. I can't really compute that information. I feel really lucky. I have got to sort of work with a lot of my peers. A lot of people I respected when I grew up. A lot of my idols. To me, it sort of still blows my mind massively, and it's really lovely to hear comments like that, especially from people like as you mentioned. It's nice. Yeah, really, really nice.
Let's go back into the past a little bit. You started out as a young Jamie playing the drums.
I did, yeah.
Did you get caught up with the techno virus?
I don't know, the usual progression of things really. You grow up, you start partying, you listen to dance, start listening more to dance music. And I studied music at college and university, more on the technical side. So obviously going into electronic music was a really easy transition for me. And everyone mentions the drumming aspects because my music's really drum heavy, But that's not really been a part of my life for a really long time. Like I haven't played drums properly for over 10 years now. So yeah, it's part of my past and obviously has a massive influence for me. But getting into electronic music and techno was just a really natural way for me to step away from just playing drums to being able to write music just for myself, and that's just me writing the music instead of being part of an act or a band, So yeah, I think I know a lot of producers who used to be drummers or are still drummers too. I think
guitarists also.
Yeah, for sure. But especially in techno, a lot of drummers go to that style of music and around that area because it's drum heavy music, and it's sort of like when you learn to play drums, it almost programmed into your brain naturally that this style of music is you feel a bit more a kindred to it, So yeah, I think it's just a totally natural thing for me.
Oh, and actually, as the Chemical Brothers once said, it all starts with a beat.
Exactly, yeah, it really does.
Got the beat ready.
Exactly, that's the first step for most people, I would say, So yeah, like I said, yeah.
Do you remember when, as a little boy, you were first caught by like the magic of music, the first actual piece of music that you remember, or being impressed by, or whatever?
Oh, really difficult question. Probably that I'm not really going to be able to answer that, to be honest, because one, I have a really bad memory, but also I was influenced by a lot of different things when I was little. But I was saying that drumming isn't really a part of my music writing or me anymore now, but when I was younger, obviously, as you're talking about, that was my main focus. I was totally obsessed with the drums, totally obsessed with challenging myself. So anything that I could find that tested my abilities, like I got really into free jazz and stuff like that, and then that kind of led on to sort of more really technical heavy metal and death metal stuff like that. So it's basically, I lean towards the music that gave me a challenge, really. So I don't really have any specific tracks or artists, but just I saw it as more of I was trying to hone my skills, if you could say that. But yeah, so I tried to challenge myself in music, and that's what I try and do now, is just trying to push things and challenge myself. So it's always trying to get better and better, So yeah, I think that's the way I look at it, really.